From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We're still dealing with partly to mostly cloudy conditions across mid-Michigan this Thursday afternoon, and this cloud cover certainly has had an impact on our temperatures, especially for those of us along and south of 94. 72 degrees right now over in Jackson, right at that 70-degree mark over in Hillsdale. Compare that to 76 in both St. John's and Owasso. We are mostly clear to partly cloudy overnight tonight. Overnight lows cooling down into the mid-50s. We are warm for tomorrow, then some cooler temperatures will be moving in. 6 News at 5:30 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5:30.
Right now at 5:30, a front-end loader went out of control at a busy intersection and it was caught on video. Plus, Detroit police say they carried out a dozen raids removing dangerous weapons from the streets. And when a truckload of steaks goes up in flames, a vegetarian was standing by to help. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jorma Duran. Siobhan is off this evening. Let's start the clock on our first 6 minutes of news. And we begin tonight in Detroit, where police say they got more than 40 dangerous weapons off the streets. Police Chief Todd Bedinson said that the department executed about a dozen search warrants. The raids were part of a regional effort and involved state and federal prosecutors, the state police, and other agencies. There were also arrests made.
A lot of it is gang related, and so we did make some arrests with the raids as well. And so let me tell you, a lot of the gang members are not teens also. And so I have individuals that are 20 and 30 years old that are still gang banging.
Police say the weapons will be tested against other evidence to see if they were used in any other crimes. In Macomb County, the sheriff's enforcement team there made 4 arrests and seized several gambling machines last week. It was part of an investigation into illegal gambling. Besides the machines, authorities seized a car and more than $5,000 in cash. The 4 who were arrested are facing felony charges involving illegal gambling and other crimes. In Kent County, a person infected with West Nile virus has died. The Kent County Health Department made the announcement today. They didn't release that person's name or any other details. Now, earlier this summer, health officials found the virus in 3 different mosquito samples from around the county. Mosquitoes can spread the virus to humans. Most people who are infected don't notice any symptoms, but about 20% can develop a flu-like illness. Deaths from the virus are super rare. Staying in Grand Rapids, Cornerstone University student Joshua Darst died during an internship in Ohio, according to Cincinnati media. It happened Monday at the Cincinnati Open Tennis Tournament. Officials say Darst was working there when he fell off a motorized cart in a loading dock area. He was a senior and attended Cornerstone on a baseball scholarship.
I think we might have located them here on the south side of Long Lake.
That was the moment troopers from the Michigan State Police Lakeview Post spotted a missing man around 7 o'clock last night. According to the MSP, the 80-year-old man has dementia and was missing for about 2 hours. He was found lying in a wooded area in Orleans Township in Ionia County. Troopers say they were able to reach the man and get him medical treatment. In Japan, a fire broke out on the American warship USS New Orleans on Wednesday off the coast of Okinawa. The fire took about 12 hours to put out and 2 sailors had minor injuries. A nearby ship, the USS San Diego, helped the New Orleans crew out with the fire along with the Japanese Coast Guard. Back here in America, a construction worker lost control of a front-end loader in Massachusetts last week. The vehicle was seen on surveillance camera, narrowly missing several cars and then hitting one as it sped through the intersection. The 60,000-pound vehicle crashed into a guardrail and utility pole. Police say the loader's brakes failed. And in New York, a former top aide to Mayor Eric Adams was hit today with a second wave of bribery charges in a corruption investigation of City Hall. Prosecutors accuse Ingrid Lewis Martin of exchanging political favors for more than $75,000 in cash, home renovations, and a speaking role on a TV show. They say she was fast-tracking permits for construction projects in return for those perks. Her son, Glenn Martin, is also being charged. Both pleaded not guilty in court today. Turning to the war in Gaza, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said today he will give final approval for takeover of Gaza City. while also restarting negotiations with Hamas. He says he hopes for the return of all the remaining hostages and ending the war on Israel's terms. The wide-scale operation in Gaza City should start within days. Hamas officials said earlier this week that it had agreed to a ceasefire proposal from Arab mediators, which, if accepted by Israel, could delay the takeover. Meanwhile, the Israeli military is calling up 60,000 reservists and extending the service of 20,000 more. Nearly 3/4 of kids get their first phone before the age of 12, but new research suggests getting one too soon may have a negative impact on their mental health later. According to the study published in the Journal of Human Development and Capabilities, smartphone use before the age of 13 was associated with suicidal thoughts, detachment from reality, increased aggression, and diminished self-worth once the child reached young adulthood. Experts say parents should go through a responsibility checklist to determine if their child is ready.
The first question is, am I ready as the parent? Am I ready to monitor the phone, to do the control apps? Do they lose things? Do they keep track of their belongings? And then I think you really want to say, am I ready to sit down with my kid and say, we're going to go through safety?
Once you've decided to give your kid a smartphone, experts recommend using all parental control options to manage their activity, setting time limits, and gradually adding other apps to the device. And parents should model good behavior on their own devices as well. In business news, Bed Bath & Beyond's parent company says it will not open any stores in California, calling it too expensive to operate. Bed Bath & Beyond filed for bankruptcy in 2023 before rebranding to Bed Bath & Beyond Home. The first new location opened just less than 2 weeks ago in Tennessee, with more stores set to open nationwide next year. But the company says regulations and high wages in California make it a no-go. California Governor Gavin Newsom released a statement saying most Americans thought the store no longer existed, but wished them well in becoming, quote, relevant again. And lighting a fire under our first 6 minutes of news, a fire department in Missouri posted this video on social media of more than 40,000 pounds of ribeye steak going up in flames. It happened on Monday when a truck carrying the meat crashed and caught on fire. Officials say the firefighter crew included one who was on her very first call, and she just happened to be the department's only vegan.
That's a good first call for her.
It's a little twist right there.
I would love to just be on the road smelling it.
I was just going to say
I feel like
the
that's
same
going to
thing.
smell amazing.
Right? I mean, you got to throw some salt and pepper in there. I don't know if you do or not, but
you know what? That's a
some
quick trip down the road to the store.
Right.
You're right
That's some
there.
well-done steak right there.
I know, perfect. Well, our weather's going to be pretty nice tomorrow,
Good,
pretty
yeah.
close to perfect and average.
I like perfect, and yeah.
Enjoy it because we have some cooler temperatures early next week,
I
Jerma.
knew there was something. All right.